Hi, I'm Loche, and I keep VTubers safe. Today's episode is VTubers. Stop showing these 5 things on stream. Here's the truth. You don't lose privacy in one big moment. You lose it in 5 small moments. You repeat so often, they start feeling normal. That's the trap. Privacy doesn't need a dramatic failure. Privacy fails on routine. And streaming is routine on steroids. You're talking, you're reacting, you're reading chat, you're alt-tabbing, you're fixing audio, you're swapping scenes, you're doing 10 things at once live, while a recording of your entire environment is being created in real time. You think chat is moving too fast to notice details, but details don't need attention. They need a pause button. TLDR for people who do not want to watch the whole episode. Turn off notifications everywhere. Do not show your desktop or file paths. Hide windows and reflections. Keep mail and paperwork out of frame. Never show account dashboards or order pages. If you do those 5 things, you stop most accidental leaks. Not all. Most. And most is the difference between boring and exposed. The rules of tiny leaks. Rule 1. If it's on screen, it's shareable. Rule 2. If it's shareable, it's solvable. Rule 3. If it's solvable, it's searchable. You think privacy is about hiding the big stuff. It's not. Privacy is about denying the small stuff that connects the big stuff. A single clue is nothing. 5 clues is a direction. 10 clues is a location. 20 clues is a routine. And VTubers hand out clues because they're not trying to leak, they're trying to entertain. You think the risk is someone malicious, but the real risk is repetition. The same angle, the same background, the same workflow, the same little habits over and over. If you repeat it, someone can map it. So we are going to remove the 5 most common sources of repeatable clues. Thing 1, notifications. Notifications are not annoying. Notifications are disclosure. You think a notification is just a quick banner, but it's a label printer for your identity. Rule of thumb, if it can pop up, it can betray you. VTuber example, you're live, you're mid-sentence, you're feeling good, you alt-tab for 1 second to fix an OBS source, and a banner hits the corner of your screen. An email preview with your legal name, a delivery update with your city, a calendar reminder with a real-world address, a Discord message preview for someone who uses your offline name, a bank app ping that should never exist in clip. You think it was only there for a second, but stream time is not real time. Stream time is clip time. 1 second is forever if someone wants it. Another VTuber example, you're running face tracking, the model jitters, you open settings, Discord pops a preview, your server staff channel name appears. Maybe it includes something personal, maybe it includes a location, maybe it includes a private project name. Does it matter if chat notices live? No. It matters if a single person notices later. Rule of thumb, most people aren't looking. The one person who is looking is enough. What to do instead? Put your streaming profile on Do Not Disturb. Turn off Windows notifications, disable browser notifications, disable Discord previews, disable email pop-ups, disable phone syncing to desktop notifications if you use it. You think turning off one setting solves it, but notifications come from layers. You have to shut the layers down. If notifications are the surprise attack, the next leak is the slow bleed. It's always there, it's always visible, it's your screen layout. Section 3. Thing 2. Your desktop and file path. Your desktop is not private because you live with it. Your audience doesn't. You think your desktop is just clutter, but clutter is context. Rule of thumb, name leak, path leak, list leak. VTuber example, you're trying to help chat. Someone asked how you organize your model files. You open File Explorer for a second. You don't even click anything. And now the top bar shows a path with your legal name. Or the left panel shows quick access with recent files. Or your folder names are too honest. Taxes, lease, medical, work, family, address, You didn't open the file, you displayed the existence of the file. Another VTuber example. You download a sponsor brief. The file name includes your legal name. You drag it across the screen. You think nothing of it, but your viewers can read. Their screens are high resolution. Their clips are clearer than you think. Their pause button is undefeated. Rule of thumb. If it can be read at 1080p, it will be read at 1080p. What to do instead? Use a dedicated window profile for streaming. Keep the profile boring. No personal documents, no personal folders, no personal naming habits. Use neutral folder names for creator work. Empty your downloads before you go live. Capture a single app window, not your whole desktop. You think capturing the full screen is easier. It is. That is why it's dangerous. Now you've handled what the computer shows on purpose and by accident. Next is what your environment shows without permission. Thing 3. Windows and reflections. Reflections are not aesthetic. Reflections are surveillance. You think reflections are too blurry to matter, but blur doesn't hide patterns. Blur hides details. Patterns survive. Rule of thumb. Clear is optional. Recognizable is enough. VTuber example. You take a desk photo, cute setup, new mic, new keyboard. You're careful, you don't show any mail. You don't show your face, you think you nailed it. But your monitor is off and reflecting the room. Or your window reflects the monitor. Or the TV reflects the window. Or a picture frame reflects your desk. And now there's a shape in the reflection. A skyline, a neighboring building, a streetlight style, a train line, something distinctive. You think that's nothing, but one distinctive thing, repeated across post, becomes a signature, and signatures get matched. Another VTuber example. You stream with a camera for hands or desk shots. There's a window behind you. It shows the outside, even partially. Skyline, buildings, hills, water, a unique roofline, seasonal trees. People don't need your exact address to cause problems. They need enough to narrow you down and start guessing. Rule of thumb, the internet doesn't solve you in one post. It solved you across 5 posts. What to do instead? Close curtains or reposition the camera. Avoid reflective surfaces in frame. Angle monitors away from the camera. Do a reflection scan before going live. And here's a rule you can actually use. Before you go live, look at your scene. Like you are trying to identify yourself. Not like you are trying to look cool, like you are trying to find clues. If reflections and windows reveal where you are, the next one reveals who you are. Because it comes with names and numbers. Mail labels and paperwork. Mail is not harmless. Background mail is identity formatted for machines. You think a label is unreadable, but labels aren't just addresses, labels are codes. Rule of thumb, barcodes are not decoration. VTuber example, you do an unboxing on stream, or you show a package haul, or you clean your desk while chatting. There's a stack of mail in the background. Even if your address isn't readable, a label can show a return address, a carrier, a tracking format, a region, a vendor, a pattern. And paperwork is worse. A bill with a header, a letter with a logo, a school document, a medical statement, a lease renewal, a bank envelope. You think the camera can't read it, but the camera doesn't have to read it live. A screenshot can, a clip can, a zoom can. Rule of thumb, if it's printed, assume it can be captured. Also, mail leaks routines. What days you get deliveries, how often, what kind of building you're in, whether you're home, whether you travel. You think privacy is just names and addresses, but routine is privacy too. What to do instead? Clear the desk before stream. Keep mail and paperwork in another room. Never open mail on camera. If you must show a package, remove the label completely. Do not rely on covering it with your hand. Hands move, clips don't. Now we get to the big one. The one that can dump your email, name and address in the same 5 seconds. Thing 5. Accounts, dashboards, and order pages. Dashboards are not content. Dashboards are paperwork with a user interface. You think it's fine because you'll only show it for a second. But the second is the whole problem. Rule of thumb. If it has billing, it has identity. VTuber example. You open Twitch dashboard or YouTube Studio, it shows your email, your channel settings, your connected phone number settings, your monetization pages, your payout settings. VTuber example 2. You open a merch backend to check an order. Now you're looking at customer addresses, your return address, a support email, a shipping label, a tracking code. That is not just your privacy, that is other people's privacy too. And if you ever leak a customer address on stream, you have a serious problem. Rule of thumb. Never show pages that contain personal data, even if it's not yours. What to do instead? Capture the only specific app you intend to show. Keep private dashboards on a monitor that is never captured. Use creator accounts that do not include your legal name. Log out of anything you don't need before going live. Close sensitive tabs before you even open OBS. You think you'll remember midstream, you won't. Build safety into your setup so you don't have to remember while performing. We've covered the 5. Now you need the mindset that makes them stick. Closing. Make your stream set boring. Your stream is a set. Sets are controlled. Rule of thumb. If it's in frame, you approved it. Clean desktop. No notifications, no windows, no mail, no dashboards. You think safety is something you do once, but privacy is maintenance, it's habits, it's repetition in the right direction. Here's the final set of rules to keep you safe. If it can be paused, it can be read. If it can be clipped, it can be replayed. If it can be zoomed, it can be solved. So give them less to solve, because you can be chaotic on purpose, because you should never be chaotic by accident. This is Loche and this is VTSec, and I keep VTubers safe and secure.